Gremlin schminlin. I got that girl on lockdown.
You sure? Fair, it seems that you do. So well done, these videos are clearly paying off.
Yeah, so, what do we talk about now?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because since the gremlin is under control, we can play around with adding a bit of flexibility.
I mean, going off plan sounds amazing, but wouldn't that make things harder for me in the long run?
Sort of. The risk of the gremlin escaping is definitely lower if you stick to your plans day in, day out. But would you really want to live without any of the little indulgences in life? Or would you prefer to have this and that?
No, I don't want to skip out on the fun.
Doing it just wouldn't be sustainable either. So okay, let's build some fun into our plan.
Yay!
The first step for us is acceptance.
Okay, I accept I will go off plan sometimes.
Nice, but not exactly. Instead, you want to take on board that when you indulge, there will be some consequences. We want to keep those consequences low by having balanced, considered indulgences, but there still will be consequences either way. As an example, if your indulgence is to eat something off plan, then it's probably pretty inevitable that you're going to find your weight has slightly jumped the next day. But by accepting that this is all part of balance and having this and that in life, it's far less likely to send you into a spiral of what's the point.
So basically, I need to just accept that going off plan will help me stay on plan in the future. But doing so will have short-term negative effects on my progress.
Bang on. The second thing is you need to be very clear on when the indulgence begins and when it ends. This could be a time, but it could also be an event. For instance, it could be that you're going to start enjoying yourself when you reach your friend's party and that the indulgence is going to end once the party finishes and you're in the taxi on the way home.
Why does this help?
It just stops the gremlin using the grey area to push you further off plan, likely more so than you originally intended. The third thing you need to do is accept that the gremlin side of your mind is going to fight you a bit more the next day. This is because the gremlin works on momentum, getting stronger whenever you've given in to temptations or you've had planned indulgences.
So going off plan is super risky.
There's a massive difference in the boost that the gremlin gets when it's a planned indulgence instead of a spontaneous temptation, but it is still something to be aware of.
Got it. I'll watch out for those shenanigans.
And to help keep the gremlin further under control, you can use the fourth piece of advice, which is the next day to make bad choices harder and good choices easier.
So like taping up that box of chocolates that I got into last night. And also pre-making my favourite breakfast and lunch.
Beautiful.
Nice, and with these tricks, I can include some of the fun and naughty indulgences in life without feeling guilty about them.
That's the idea. Long-term change is all about balance. And with some forethought, you really can have it all.
Cool, well I hope that's been useful. And if it was, you'd be doing us a huge favour by giving us a share or a like.
And if you'd like more tips, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be one of the first in the know.
You can also find us on Instagram, where you can catch our quick tip shorts.
And if all of that isn't enough, then jump over to lifestyler.coach where you could get a copy of our book or a subscription to the Lifestyler program where we give you all the tools that you'll need for long-term enjoyable change in your health, your fitness and your nutrition.
There's plenty of resources to help you become the person you want to be.